Ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, pimps and players, everybody between. It's your boy, Debo Vibes right here. And of course, I got Debo Life right here. What's going on, man?
What's up, Twin One? What's going on? What's up, Debo Vibes? We just
What's up,
chilling
Twin
here.
2? What's going on with you, dog?
Man, up here in New England right now, just, what I'm saying, fighting these little, some clouds, little rain, but it's all good. We still waiting for summertime to get here, but it's all
Hmm.
good. You know what I mean? It's all good.
It's all good, man. So last week, we were talking about R&B. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So this week, let's go ahead and do soundtracks.
Okay. I'm cool with that, man. Soundtracks it is. Soundtrack, man, hey, man, a lot of hot soundtracks, man, the 90s, yo, that we couldn't even, like, put on the list and everything, man, but you know what I
Right.
mean? It's like this, man. Do you think soundtracks are as like relevant now than it was back in the '90s? I know the '90s, man. Soundtrack came out, man. It was like popping. You know what I'm
Here's the
saying?
deal. That's a great question, man. Before I do anything, man, we can't discuss the 90s without bringing our friend on, man. So come on
Right.
stage right now. It's the one and only Miss Angie. What's up, Miss Angie?
Hey y'all!
There she go. We can hear you now.
It's raining outside, so I gotta do this from my bedroom. So y'all close your eyes.
Oh man, whoa, we straight up in the bedroom, yo. Okay.
We're coming from the bedroom, Miss Angie. That's right.
I didn't know it was that
Listen.
kind of show.
Hey,
I didn't know until about 15. Hey, we learned at the same time, bro.
I don't
Man,
want to
I
sit
didn't
outside
know
in the rain. All right, listen. This face too cute to get wet. No, it's good.
Oh wow. So
I
it's all
just,
about this.
I
It's all about you, huh?
that. Hey, she's starting early, man. She's starting early with it.
For
I
real.
say something crazy. Listen.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all
All
good.
to a G, Miss Angie. What you been up to?
Now it's been a long day. Listen, all this rain, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to do with it. Okay.
Right. Yeah, for sure. So Debo Live just asked a question a little bit ago about,
Mm.
well, not so much a question, but like a statement about the '90s, about '90s soundtracks, right?
Hmm. Oh wait, I do have something to say.
Oh, for sure. Let's get it. Come on.
For the first time and a half, I don't say half because the first time I really didn't get the experience. I finally went to a Waffle House in
Praise the Lord.
Georgia.
Praise the Lord. Tell us about it.
What was security there? That's what I want to know.
No, it was actually like a Waffle House in Connors. Is that how you say it? Like while the rich folks live, I guess. There's like a lot of mansions all over the
Rich people don't
place.
live in Conyers, but yeah, go ahead.
Well, it was, look, there's a lot of big houses. You know what I mean? Like it
There's,
was.
okay, yeah, okay. Go ahead.
Anyways, everybody's been talking about this Waffle House. My best friend, she'd be always on Waffle House, Waffle House. She'll drive 4 hours to Arizona to go to a Waffle House because there's not one in Vegas. I mean, how can you mess up breakfast? It's all right. I had a chocolate chip waffle that I ate the next day.
Mm.
I went on a blind date.
Hey man, praise the Lord.
I
Hey,
got a
praise the Lord.
waffle.
Praise the Lord, man. With the
That's
waffle, that's
what's
what's
up.
up. So that's what's up. So what Michael was talking about pretty much was like
Debo Life.
house. My bad. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Don't use my government name, man.
Yeah.
No, use his
Feds might be
government
watching.
name.
Even though everyone chaparral knows all of our government names, I'll go ahead and make sure I won't use your
That is
government name
true.
moving forward. All right. So Debo Life said that basically the anticipation of the soundtracks is what it was all about when the movie before the movie came out. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So the soundtrack had to be hand in hand with the actual movie itself. And that's a cool thing about soundtracks that were back in the 90s. Answer your question, bro? No. They don't do soundtracks like they did back in the 80s and 90s now.
No, no.
Not whatsoever. Not
Mm-mm.
whatsoever.
Right.
Because the first thing you had to do, man, like first thing you had to do is when you saw the movie or you know what I'm saying, or you get a soundtrack, you got to see the movie. They go hand in hand.
Yep,
You know what I'm saying? They go
yep. They
hand in
release at
hand.
the same time. Yep.
Yeah, and the thing
Right.
about it, the thing about soundtracks was back in the '90s, particularly, it told you the story about the movie.
It
Mm-hmm.
did.
Y'all remember that shit?
Yep.
Like
From beginning to the end.
each song had to say something about the movie.
It
You know what I'm
did.
saying? If the songs were made particularly for that movie. You know
Hmm.
what I'm talking about?
Hmm.
So what we gonna do, y'all? We're gonna talk about all the soundtracks. I got my top five list.
I got my top five.
Yeah, and Miss Angie got her top five. So we both got our personal
And I
top
got a
five list.
bonus that I know y'all ain't even gonna be thinking about. It's a secret in my pocket I got.
All
Okay.
right. All right. That's
All
what's
right.
up.
All right. That's
I'm pretty sure
what's up.
y'all skipped on this one, but I checked it out today. I watched the movie and I listened to the soundtrack. I did my homework because I wanted to make sure I was right, but I was right. I was right.
Yeah, because you've been on wrong couple of conversations we had, like this whole thing about the Far Side People bumping Far Side, passing me by
Okay, you know
Chaparral.
what? Far
Well,
Side
nigga,
did
let me
come
ask you
out
a
in
question. All right,
92.
okay, no. Before we get this, I got take. I gotta say something.
I got the songs mixed up. We figured that out, okay? But I was bumping Far Side. I loved me some Far Side back in the day. Okay.
I respect that.
Nobody was bumping
She
the
keep
Far
on
Side.
I was
passing
bumping
me
Far
by.
Side.
Can I finish my sentence? Nobody was bumping the Far Side senior year of high school. In fall of '92 and spring of '93, the Far Side didn't jump out till like we graduated. We're passing me by.
I beg to differ, but okay.
But okay, you can make it. It's all good.
I'm just saying.
It's
I
all
was bumping it
legit.
in my little Nissan. All right, listen.
Oh wow.
Hey
Okay.
man,
My Nissan
she might
Sentra.
like hold up, man. I mean, she might have like the bootleg before everybody else did. You know what I'm saying? So,
It came out in 92, y'all. Okay, listen.
oh no, it's '93.
It did. Oh
No,
my
Pass Me By is
gosh. Okay.
'93.
Well,
Did somebody in the chat Google it? When did
okay,
it
no,
come
that
out?
shit, that shit don't fly. No, you keep going by Google. Oh well, Google said this, that. No, I'm like, no,
Okay,
I
put
look
it.
him out. Shit.
Just ask. Why would Google lie? Whatever.
Yeah, of course, Google.
Yeah, whatever.
It's all shit. So,
Move on.
what we gonna do is this, y'all. You know what I'm saying for the chat. I
Mm-hmm.
have my top 5 soundtracks in the '90s. Miss Angie has her top 5 soundtracks in the '90s.
I do.
Right. So what we gonna do is we gonna discuss her top 5, ladies first. You know what I'm saying,
But
and
I
then
gotta
we're
go
gonna.
first. How about we go one each?
So I do my number 5. You do what? Okay. All right. No. Okay.
We
That's what's up.
debating here, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Can I just say though, I remember going to the dollar movie theater back in Vegas. Remember the one that was off of Tropicana?
For sure. Yeah.
Man, that was the movie theater back then.
No, I thought no, I'm thinking about the one off of Charleston and Valley View.
That
That
was
was
dollar one too. The one on Trop, I
yeah.
guess, became a dollar one later.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Got you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Shout out to Jihad TV. Jihad, that's my homie, man. This dude go way back, man. Appreciate you coming through, Jihad. You know what I'm saying?
Hi.
For sure. Appreciate the love and support. So yeah. But like I said, man, like soundtracks go hand in hand with the movies. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? If it's a good movie, it had to be a good soundtrack. Soundtrack, good movie, etc. So
Mm-hmm.
with that being said, y'all, and after that, we'll talk a little bit more about Vegas life. Because apparently, that's another thing I gotta say. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
let y'all talk about Vegas for a couple of minutes. Because apparently the last show I did a sorry ass fucking job talking about Vegas. So because apparently both of you motherfuckers were like criticizing me talking about I ain't talking about Vegas enough.
You
And so all right, so
didn't.
no, here's the deal. I'm gonna shut my mouth. Once we're done with said topic, I'm gonna shut my mouth and then we'll talk about
I
Vegas.
just figured we just like intertwine the two. While we talking about, we slip it in. Like I just brought up the movie theaters.
Bro, okay.
Like your first date or something to the
No, so
movies.
here's the problem. Like Debo Vibes, he wants to go through us like a specific schedule. He has
I
like
see.
bullet points that has to go A, B, C, D, and then we can open it up. But he has to go through his little bullet points. I
Got
respect
it.
that.
Who the
I
fuck said
respect
that?
that. I respect that. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like he's organized like that. So we gonna go by the schedule. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Yeah, we can go by the schedule. I ain't mad
Okay.
about that.
I
I
thought
ain't
I
mad.
was here to
I ain't
shake it up, but okay.
mad. Yeah, you know, hey, Angie, we trying to be spontaneous with it. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? But yeah,
We
I
like that
feel you.
spontaneous.
Yeah, I
Listen,
feel
I'm
you.
doing this from my bedroom. Y'all know where I gotta sleep tonight.
All right, that's what's
Oh
up.
yeah, lucky us.
Lucky
Yeah,
everybody's watching this.
lucky us. Yeah, this is gonna be what is gonna be top 5
We can
9
get a lot
talk.
of ratings from this show.
Yeah, top
Listen.
5 9s talk / goddamn Angie's bedroom. Okay, yeah.
Meeting in my bedroom.
That's
Hey.
really gonna liven things up right there. All right, so with that said, you do your number 5. I'm gonna do my number 5. The thing
Okay.
about it is, once you do it, you gotta let us know. You know what I'm saying? Just let us know about the soundtrack. Just let us know about what's fire about. So with that being said, what's your number 5 joint?
Boys in the Hood.
Okay.
I mean, there was so many people on that soundtrack, from Ice Cube to Too Short to Yo Yo, and then just in general, Boys in the Hood was just an amazing movie. You know, that's when Cuban Gooding Jr. started, and then Ice Cube, and just it was just about like growing up in the hood. Basically, he started off as a little kid and showed him how he was being
Right.
raised by his daddy, and it was just I just loved that movie. And it was sad too, because dude,
Ricky.
Ricky got shot.
Yeah, man.
Cried on that
Let me
one.
tell you
Oh,
something, man.
like,
For one, Ricky would still be here if he didn't have to take that piss. Am I
True.
right?
True. He couldn't hold it.
He
Like, why
couldn't
can't
hold it
you
until you
run?
got yeah. He's like, I gotta take a piss. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
Trey
I
was
mean,
like, yo,
everybody's on their high five. Tevin Campbell. I mean, that was a really great soundtrack, and it did. It moved. Even Old School was on. Old School music. When he went to take his father went to go take him fishing.
right.
And they were singing. Like, it was just a great overall movie. I really loved it, and the soundtrack was amazing. There was so many people on there.
Which
But
one's
you're
better,
right.
the movie or soundtrack?
No, I mean, I think, like you said, they go hand in hand.
They go hand in hand.
There
Okay.
wouldn't be like no soundtrack without the movie.
Truly, no,
I'm
for
still
sure.
watching
Yeah,
Boys in the Hood today. Listen, I
right.
love that movie.
Yeah. Can you drive a stick? Yeah.
I can drive a stick. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Yeah. That's what's
All
up.
right, go on. What's your number
All
5?
right. So my number 5 song, and again, there's no wrong answer. There's no wrong answer. You know what I'm saying? This is my personal favorite. This is Angie's personal favorite. You know what I'm saying? So we'll chop it
We
up.
might
I'm
have some
pretty sure
same
people.
ones.
We'll see. My number 5 joint is "Murder Was the Case" by Snoop.
Oh, somebody mentioned that earlier. Murder Was a Case.
That's my
I
number
don't think
5
I watched that
soundtrack.
movie.
I've never
Well,
seen a movie for it all, to tell you the truth.
Me
I've seen.
either.
Hey, bro, hey. It's about 47 minutes, and hey, y'all ain't missing
Yeah, it's
nothing.
short.
But
I
let me
saw the
tell
movie
y'all
when it
something.
came out in '94. My homegirl brought the VHS tape over, and we watched it. And y'all ain't
Not on
missing
beta.
nothing. Not on beta. Oh hell, who the fuck had beta back in the day, man? So murder was a
Not on
case.
beta.
Murder was a case. You know what I'm saying? When it started, of course, I
Mhm.
had the murder was a case soundtrack, right? But then, out of nowhere, you see Dre and Cube hook up with Natural Born Killers. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it had that NWA flow, a new school with it. You know what I'm talking about?
I
And
see
then a
that.
dog pound come through, or what would you do?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
basically, what Snoop did and what Death Row did, they took one song from his Doggy Style production, his Doggy Style
Mhm.
album, and they made an entire soundtrack, entire movie for that one song. Murder was the case, and the reason Snoop was so into it was because during that time frame, he's going through a fucking murder trial. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
then, you know what I'm saying? And on top of that, Nate Dogg came out with his first solo joint.
Ooh, I love Nate Dogg. Regulate.
You know what I'm saying?
Mount up.
Yeah, so Nate Dogg with his first solo joint and so many
Mhm.
bangers on there from everywhere. It was a little bit of R&B, you know what I'm saying? Jonesy was on that joint. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
DJ
I
Quick was on
I
that
guess I gotta
joint.
watch the movie. I ain't never seen it.
You ain't missing nothing.
I'm not
If
missing
you want to
45
watch a
minutes of
movie,
my
go ahead
life.
and watch it. Yeah, if you want to watch a movie, go ahead. I'm just telling y'all ain't
All
missing
right.
nothing.
All
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Which
So
Hey, what Nate song was on that one?
one more day.
Oh, okay.
Now I was about. Okay, yeah.
My
There you
personal favorite. Nobody Does It Better by Nate.
go.
I love
my
that
my
song.
personal favorite, Nate Dogg on the St. Ives soundtrack. You don't know nothing about that, do you?
I mean, can you sing it
St.
for
Ives
me?
had St. Ives Martin Luther had a soundtrack. Did you know
Look it
that?
up. No, I didn't.
You serious? Everybody from West Coast knew about the St. Ives soundtrack.
Come on, I'm just messing with you.
No,
I
you're
already
not. You're
liked you
being
in True.
serious. Yeah. So that's my number. That was my number 5 right there. All the
Okay.
bangers that came out on it. You know what I'm saying? It was a Death
It's
Row
all right.
production.
I don't know if it's
All
better
that
than
good
mine, but
stuff.
it's
You
all
know what
right.
I'm talking about? Faith Baker.
Hey,
Faith. What's up, Faith?
my
What's up? What's up, Faith? Don't forget
bestie.
to subscribe to the channel if you could be so kind. Inclined,
Hold up.
subscribe to the channel.
Hey, hold up.
What's up? What?
Can I get a word in? God damn.
Yes.
So,
So here's the thing. Tell me you want to get a word in, but you ain't got a top 5 list. But go ahead.
oh, I can't say no because I got no damn talk. I can supposed to just be quiet.
You do have a top 5. I got you.
Yeah, all right, yeah, that's what's up. Anyway, Murder Was the Case soundtrack. That was like the official like 40-ounce soundtrack right there. You know what I'm saying?
Boy,
It's like
was it ever.
me and
Wow.
Debo vibes. We just drinking like our St. Eyes like all day, all night. From LA to Phoenix to Vegas. We
To
was just
Vegas.
bumping Murder Was the Case
Wow.
all day, all night right there. If y'all recall, Natural Born Killers, remember the video? At the end of the video where Tupac he like shot Ice Cube, where the old boy like, hold your fire. And
Yeah.
Tupac shot his
Yeah,
ass,
yeah. Pac
man.
was in that video. A lot of came in was wearing that
Yeah.
appearance for sure.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But
Everybody's getting
listen,
the government name on here, Faith. Sorry.
yeah, but
Yeah.
listen, me tell you something, man. That album, yo, if y'all think, I mean, the old heads know about it, new heads probably don't know about it. Because everybody
Mhm.
think, like, not like us, I was like the biggest, like, diss track. No, DJ Quick, what he did to MC8
Ooh, I
in
love me
Dollars
some
and
DJ
Cents.
Quick.
Dollars and cents, boy.
On that
Mm.
soundtrack, man,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I ain't never heard nothing like it, man. That. So yeah, number 5 for sure. I co-sign on that, man. That's when Death Row was just like, they
Okay.
just ruled everything. They ruled the
Uh,
world. You know what I'm saying, man? So
that's
yeah.
what's up. Yeah, Ryan. Okay, so Ryan one goes at Debo. Debo 5.
Huh?
Mitchell. Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, I've already
Yeah,
thanked you twice
Miskis.
in the
Yeah.
past.
Yeah, round one goes to me. Event yours. Good evening. First time catching it live. Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate it. We all appreciate it. We sitting talking about 90s hip hop. We talking about tonight. We're talking about 90s soundtracks, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
know what I'm
some Vegas
saying?
later, so stick around.
Right. Right. Exactly. Exactly. So King Daniel says, "Hey, Tanya's in here. What? Hold up. Why? How come I didn't see that?"
Is that the
At any rate,
that's the snow?
let's go to number 4 right
Like,
quick.
is that the snow?
Praise God. Let's go to number 4 right quick.
Praise God. Number 4. You know what? I had to bump this one down because I have one that I found earlier. But it should be higher. But I'm going to go ahead and go with that. I'm going to go Boomerang.
Okay.
Because Boomerang has some heavy hitters. And you got the iconic line where she was like, love should have brought you home last night.
Oh yeah, Tony.
Okay?
Yeah, yeah,
She
yeah,
Okay.
told
yeah,
him, look, Eddie was,
yeah.
look, she told him, but you had like Keith Washington on there. You had, who was on PM Dawn? Remember you were talking about PM Dawn last week?
Mm-hmm.
You were talking about that song, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who else is on there? I think Johnny was on there. Oh my God, I'm drawing a mind blank right now because I got everything in my head. But Boomerang for sure. I think that was a really good soundtrack. And it was a great movie. Listen,
Right.
remember when he said, and look, you know what? I used to tell my son the same thing that happened in Boomerang. If she ain't got pretty toes or clean fingernails or clean toes, she ain't clean, she ain't the one. You know what I'm saying? Remember how he would look at her toes before he'd have,
And you told your son that.
Yes, it's
You
true.
literally
If a
told
woman's
you
toes,
literally sat down and told your son that.
I told him, listen, if their toes are dirty or their fingernails ain't clean, they ain't the one. Okay, that
No,
is
I totally got it.
nasty.
I subscribe to that theory. I totally agree with it. That's
That's nasty. If I go to a restaurant and the waitress' nails are dirty, oh no, give me a new waitress. That's just gross. That means she ain't washing her hands. That's just
okay.
disgusting.
All
Yeah,
right.
nah. So Boomerang, number 4. A
Boomerang
lot of good
soundtrack.
stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
Boomerang soundtrack
Okay.
for sure.
All right. I'm with it. I'm with it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Tony. Oh yeah, Tony Braxton was on there too.
For sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good singers on
Mm-hmm.
Boomerang. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All
Yeah.
right. So that's your number 4. All right. So my number 4 is Friday. That's my number 4 soundtrack.
I had Friday at 4.
Friday.
Of
Friday.
course.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
New Jack City was good. Okay, all right. We get some people coming in. Yo,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Taylor Day,
All
what's
right.
up? Y'all, please don't forget to subscribe to the my channel here on YouTube at Debo Vibes. If you're watching through Facebook, like all that good stuff. And thank you so much for coming by and chilling with us as we talk the old school 90s soundtrack. So Friday.
Friday.
The reason I say Friday is a little bit ago, of course, I said that, you gotta match the songs with the movie, etc. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And vice
for sure.
versa. When you look at the Friday soundtrack, how Q was able to execute new joints with the old school joints, because there were a
It's
couple of
dope.
old school
I'm not
joints in that
going to
Friday
disagree.
joint too. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? The first two,
Mm-hmm.
of course, you got Q Friday, that speaks for itself. You know what I'm
Facts.
talking about? And
Dr.
then,
Dre.
and then out of nowhere, literally out of nowhere, here comes Dre.
Dre. Right.
Out of
Big head.
nowhere,
Yep.
no one
Big
expected
head
Dre to be that
ringing.
motherfucker.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah,
everybody
I
thought it was
agree.
just
I
gonna
had
be
that Friday
a
joint
Dre
too.
joint.
You're right. Now I got to pick a new one because Friday was
Right.
my
And
number
here
3.
comes Dre out of nowhere.
You're
But keep
right.
your heads ringing. Which, by the way, that video with Chris Tucker and shit.
Man,
When
listen. That's
Chris
why it was
Tucker
number
was
3
on that
for me.
video, man,
Hey.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you had a
Mm-hmm.
mix with old school and new school, new artists, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Mac 10 on that motherfucker.
Cypress Hill.
Cypress Hill on that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
they all, of course, they all did songs. Well, not all of them, but for the most part, it's about, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
smoking the chronic, smoking that weed. That whole soundtrack is very, very, very drug
It is. I think
influenced
Scarface
shit.
is on there too, right? Isn't
Yeah,
Scarface on that one?
Scarface faces on there, and
That's
going back to
right.
old school, you know what I'm saying? Ozzy
Yeah.
Brothers were on there with a new
Oh,
joint.
that's right. I forgot about that. You're right.
Ozzy Bro's on there with a new joint, and he's doing it again. Look at him. Look at him. Angela, look at him.
Well, was the problem me? Well, I gotta make sure my beard man.
She brought it up, not me, bro.
I was just like, my bro was just like brushing that beard. You know what I'm saying? Trying to look good for the ladies.
Damn what you said. You said, why the fuck was he keep on picking his beard? That's what you said.
Dang, snitch. You know, snitches get stitches. What the
I'll
hell?
tell you what you said.
Like that.
He my brother. I'm gonna look out for him. He my brother. Shit.
My apologies.
Dang, listen. It's 2 against 1. Okay? It's not fair. Okay?
Also on Friday, you had Roger, Heard Through the Grapevine, and you ain't nothing but a hoochie mama. Hood rat, hoochie
Look, I
mama.
ain't gonna disagree. Friday was my next one. So,
Okay, all right. So your number 4 is Boomerang.
Yeah, it was.
My number 4 is Friday. All right. So,
Okay.
Michael, what you think?
Or what you got? You have another movie? I got a whole list. I can give you one.
No, we going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just
chill the fuck out.
I don't know too. I mean, I'm gonna say right now, Boomerang soundtrack. I don't know too much about that.
Okay.
Besides PM Dawn, whatever. Now Friday, I can get down with that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, I remember I went from spring break 1995. Debo Life went from Phoenix to LA to visit Debo Vibes. And back in the day, they had this radio station out there, 92.3 The Beat in LA. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? I remember the first song I heard on that station, I never heard a song before in my life, was Keep Your Heads Ringing.
See, there
They
you
was
go.
bumping that
No,
shit
I
out
agree.
there.
Like I said, it was my number 3. I agree.
Man, that right there. And then
I agree.
I wanna get next to you.
Rolls Royce. Rolls Royce,
All
yeah.
that, man. But I'm more
Yeah.
partial because of the movie aspect of it. Because I mean,
Facts.
that's my favorite movie right there. I can watch that movie all day, every day.
I can literally watch Friday all day.
Me too.
Like no lie,
And the
legit.
next
I can
one,
legit
and the
sit my
next one.
black ass down and
Right.
watch Friday all fucking day.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what we got right there.
Mhm.
All right. Damn,
Okay.
Damn, deuces. Okay, what the hell?
See, he pulled a me. It's just bad service.
My bad.
Oh, my bad. Hold up. Y'all,
Yeah.
Oh, he can hear us.
All right,
Tyler
damn.
talking shit.
Yeah, he did shit. He just gave his opinion and walked the fuck away. Okay, the hell.
Oh, I had a text. I answer a
Hey,
text.
you better put that notification on. Listen, do not
Yeah.
disturb.
All right.
No, I can't.
All right, bet.
Can't do
What's
that.
up?
Can't do that.
All right. Let's get to number 3. All right. What's your number 3 joint, Angie?
Menace to Society. Yo. Listen, you had Too Short on there. You had High Five. You had Boogie Down Productions. You had DJ Quick. You had Spice One. And then the movie alone, man. I just loved it. It's kind of like, because I love like Boys in the Hood. Like Menace to Society, like from the beginning to the end. You know what I'm saying? It's like the hustle, how they moved, just how they were boys. You know what I mean? Like just made you feel like just how we grew up, pretty much.
Right,
you know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying?
Debo Vibes to the best. A real good soundtrack tells the story of the movie. If y'all remember, MC8 Straight Up Menace.
Yeah.
Pretty much told the whole movie in about 3 minutes and 30 seconds or whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, man? And then you
Right.
had like, my joint on there was Top of the World.
Yeah, Top of the World, man.
Yeah, my joint right there, man.
Do you remember how it goes? Can you sing it for us?
Top of the world.
Yeah.
And
Hey, Team Lena, what's up, Lena? Appreciate you coming by. Thank you so much, Lena. Go get a bag. What's up, Lena? Hey, if y'all can, anybody watch YouTube, man, please go to Team Lena Vibe. Team Lena, go get a bag. Cool chick, man. She's been a long time supporter of me. I'm as me for hers, man. For real, man. So
she looks cute. She's cute.
You know what I'm saying? So what's up, Lena, man? Event yours, go to request line. Poetic Justice, that's a good one.
Poetic Justice was a good one. That's a good one.
Endo Smoke, I like that one. Was it Endo Smoke?
Endo Smoke was on that bitch. Hell yeah. Shit, Mr. Grimm. Blackberry Molasses, what up, twins and chat? What's going on, y'all?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So your number 3 was Men's Society, right?
Yes, because I can't say you already said Friday, so I had
right.
my
Okay.
number 2 down.
All right.
It was my number 2, but I had to bump it down. Number 3.
Here's the deal.
What?
My number 3 joint is Men's Society.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, so both ours is number 3. That's actually my number 3 joint. You know what I'm saying?
Men's Society was the movie.
Midnight was the movie.
Another one. He died at the end trying to save the kid.
Let me ask you a
Hold
question.
up. Time out. I was about to mention that too.
Yeah.
Debo Vibes a while ago, a couple of years ago, he came out and he asked a question. That to this
Right,
day,
and I stand by that question, and there can't nobody answer it.
What?
Did Kane really die?
Yes.
How you know?
How you know?
He got shot the hell up. You're in bullets. He was covering the kid.
What?
You don't think he died?
But did he
Just
die?
'cause they
though? How
didn't-
you
Did he
never
die?
came out the part
It's
two.
an actual fact that Kane died in that movie.
Okay, well back then they didn't.
He
do
was,
like
you know what I'm saying?
today.
He was sitting, you know what I'm saying? He was sitting there. Not now. It did look good. He spit up blood and everything. You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, what's his name? His
But I
best
guess it's
friend
too
was over
late.
there hollering and crying.
Hey,
No,
but
you
hey,
know, like.
remember Sharif, how he prayed over him? You know what I'm saying? That might
I
heal him.
think
You
he
know what
was
I'm saying?
dead. Let's
You
say,
think so?
look, you know, in the
No,
hood, the
Sharif got
ambulance
shot.
probably took like 20
Now
minutes to
Sharif
get
dead.
there.
Sharif got shut the fuck up. Sharif dead. He got blasted on for no reason. He's the most innocent one.
Yeah,
He's the first one got bucked down.
he did. And you know, the ambulance probably didn't show up for like 20, 25 minutes.
So can you answer that question? Did King?
Good.
Nobody can answer that question. Everybody, yeah, of course he died. Look at it, but
Of course he died. I feel like he died. It's not like they came out to part two.
is there? They ain't got to shit. Why would you come on
It
a
was
park in this
dead.
society? What's it be called?
Don't have an
What's it
ending
be
on
called?
that one.
Hey, Mississippi Part 2, Ronnie's Journey to Atlanta.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. Speaking of Men's Society, yo, Lorenz Tate, when he was in Love Jones,
Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about that one later.
the only thing I just saw Old Dog being
Old
romantic.
Dog. Yeah, that's all you see is Old Dog.
I just
It's
saw
my
Old
favorite
Dog
part of
being
the movie.
romantic. That was it. You know what I'm saying? He's still Old Dog to me, you know what I mean?
He was like, "We about to go in. We can get these motherfuckers." You know what I'm saying? He was like, "I'm
Fuck
about to
you
go
say
get
my
them."
The fuck you say?
Hey, let me tell you something. I've never said
Roll
I feel
up.
sorry for your mama. I've never said that in my life. I'll never say I feel sorry for your mama.
Oh my
Nobody said.
God.
Nobody ever said. And let me tell you something. After Old Dog said shit, then
Right.
nobody say I feel sorry for your mama. No one said that shit.
Nobody said it.
I remember that scene. Kane did die. How do we know King Daniel? Next Friday.
I mean, it's not the
Richard.
original's
Next
always better.
Friday.
It was nice.
That had
Now next Friday CD was tight.
Funny.
It was
about the
to it.
soundtrack.
It, you know, it was in Bone Thugs,
Aaliyah
one
was in that
motherfucker. You
joint.
know what I'm
Aaliyah was in
saying?
that joint.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wouldn't put it on top 5 though, but it's a good one though. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
number
So,
7. Like we did top 10.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, for sure.
Okay, so we agree on that one.
Yeah, and on top of that, like I mean, we already laid out what's going on with Men's Society soundtrack. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Spice One. You know what I'm saying? Trigger No Heart. MC8.
Yeah.
I can't think of any other song that laid out movie the way MC8 did with Straight Up Menace.
Right.
And that rap that he did, he literally laid out the whole.
Yeah,
He literally laid out the whole movie.
There's just so many good songs on, and so many good artists too back then.
I love how you started that movie. A fucked up childhood. It's what.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm saying, but yeah, he talking about Kane.
It just set the movie just off.
talking about
It was
Kane,
amazing. Right. Right.
That was an awesome soundtrack.
It was.
UGK, Pocket Full of Stones.
Mm. There's a lot on that one.
A lot of
There's
bangers in that motherfucker.
A lot of bangers.
A lot of bangers.
Right.
Let's
All right,
proceed.
that was
Number
great.
2.
Number 2. Okay, I have to steer away from some of the gangster movies here. Okay, I feel like all 5 of mine were like hood movies. All right.
What?
So,
I mean, what for what? Why? Why I gotta stay away from?
Well, no, because I just wanted to
Ooh,
throw
I
in
get
like
no
a
hood
rom
movies.
com in there. All right. I gotta go with The Best Man.
Oh,
Best Man was bomb. Listen.
Let me ask you a question.
There was a lot of great songs from the Best Man soundtrack.
The Best Man's my honorable mention. The Best Man's my honorable mention.
Okay.
You really think The Best Man is the second best soundtrack in the
I said I want to
1990s?
throw in a rom-com. Okay.
No, no.
Okay, listen.
Rom-com aside. Richard says
Okay,
Blue
we'll do
Street.
rom-com side.
No. We're talking about soundtracks. You really think The Best Man soundtrack is the second best soundtrack of all time in the 90s?
Why? One, it was an amazing movie. It was good. It was a great movie. Okay. 2, you had The Roots, you had Maxwell, you had Faith, you had Eric Benet, you had Lauryn Hill, you had Allure, you had so many people on that soundtrack. Listen, it was hit after hit. All the songs that were on there literally was a hit by itself.
Can I
That
say
made that
something?
soundtrack.
Can I
I'm
say
just saying.
something? Can I say something? Before you said that we had like
I like
15
that.
years,
I
now
like
we
that.
got like 3 of them.
Whatever, shut up. So full of shit. No, we don't.
So you agree, and Michael, you
Maxwell.
agree. So you think the best man is the second best soundtrack in the 90s?
No, I said that, but it's a hot ass soundtrack.
Yeah,
It was
for
a
sure. Yeah.
yes, for sure. Maxwell, listen. I'm just saying, everybody, that whole sound. Let's go back and listen to.
Hey,
I'm
hold on,
telling
hey,
you.
hey, Paul. So look, this nigga froze up. Look out. You see, look. Hey, you freezing up, bro?
You said soundtrack to movie. That was one.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, all 3 movies, even the 2 after that. The soundtrack to movie was great. The ratio to that, from beginning to the end.
Amazing
I had a
soundtrack.
better
Hey, the best man soundtrack. Amazing soundtrack. I totally get. I mean, it's sentimental to me because the best man soundtrack came out a few months after I moved to Atlanta in '99,
Mm-hmm.
and I used to listen to it all the time. And the movie itself, amazing movie.
Amazing movie.
The
Laughed,
cast.
cried.
So hold
Right.
up, hold up. So it's sentimental because that's when you moved to Atlanta, not because of a woman or a relationship because you moved to Atlanta. That's what makes it so sentimental.
Yeah. Because, it was me moved to the. Hey, was
Sentimental. Okay.
All
All
right,
right.
that's what's up.
I mean, if it's not
All
gonna be
right.
okay, if I do not, I'm not okay. If I was not to do the rom-com, because I was actually gonna try to, stay in that little era. I was gonna do New Jack City as my number 2.
Okay.
Another gangster movie. I just love the movies. New Jack City was dope from beginning to the end. Again, you had so many artists: Ice-T, you had Guy, Johnny Gill, you had Keith Sweat. Who else was on there? I'm trying to
Bell,
think.
okay, Richard
Queen
said Bell,
Latifah.
Bell is a good. I mean, oh, hey, New
Belly
Jack
was
City
good.
was
There
a
was a
valuable.
lot of good movies that came out in the 90s.
Okay, I'm like I told you before we did anything. There's no wrong answer.
It's
I'm
not.
just surprised as
Well,
fuck. You
hey.
brought this motherfucker up to the fucking number 2.
I was trying to switch it up. I have all gangster movies on my list, okay?
Hey,
Except for My Secret in my pocket.
The fuck, man.
Hey,
What's up?
hey, what about
New Jack City, yes.
What about Space Jam?
Wait, was that 90s? Oh yeah, it was
Like I
90s.
said, you had Ghost Town GJs, you had Monica
That's
for You
true.
I Will.
That's
That was
true.
a Space Jam soundtrack. Honorable
Did
mention
that
in
song Train come on that soundtrack too?
Yeah.
Gosh. You be tripping me out with some of your answers.
So
First,
you
last week,
I keep,
it was
I
Worship
keep
a
it a
Prophet.
bit different, you know what I'm saying?
I gotta say something. You never heard the Boomerang soundtrack, but you heard the fucking Space Jam soundtrack.
Listen, he threw me off last week. Now this week, he
You said, of
bringing
course,
it up.
everybody. I've never heard of. For one, I never. Hey, this is me
Well,
talking.
actually,
This is me
I took my
talking.
daughter
This is why I love doing
to
shit like
see
this because you
Space
learn
Jam.
shit. You learn
Right.
shit. All right. Before you said I had no fucking idea Space Jam had a fucking soundtrack.
I watched Space Jam because I took my daughter to see
Monica,
the movie.
okay,
So.
you know the song Monica for You I Will.
Yes,
That's on Space Jam soundtrack.
I didn't know that.
Ghost Town
Yeah.
DJs.
I didn't know
Ghost
that.
DJs, yes.
I didn't know none of that. I thought no. I know all the fucking songs you're saying. I just didn't know. I didn't know they all come from fucking Space Jam soundtrack.
Listen, I'm Michael Jordan's biggest fan, so I know this stuff.
I'm not into Michael Jordan too. That's why I took my daughter to go see that movie.
Well, speaking of, let me take a pause for the cause. Next week we're going to do a 1990s thing. It's going to be sports related, and we're going to discuss the 1990s Chicago Bulls.
Okay.
And the culture that happened with the Bulls did and everything.
Mm-hmm.
The Bulls, okay, the Bulls, the
Listen,
1990 Chicago Bulls
because I switched
were a
up.
huge part of the 1990s culture.
They were. I was a big
In
Chicago
two
Bulls
eras.
fan. I was.
The early 80s and the late, early 90s and the midway through, what is it, fucking 96, 98?
I was a big Chicago Bulls fan until later in the game. Then I switched it to Lakers.
Hey, I forgot to tell you something.
Sorry.
Before I get to my number
Daddy's
2.
not proud.
Before I get to my number 2. I gotta tell you something, nigga. So this girl's told me some shit about a year ago I can't believe.
Me?
You.
I I
Let's
told
all
you something.
let's all talk about all right for 1 second, and then I'll go to
Okay.
number two. Let's
All
talk about
right.
all
I'm
right,
game.
all right.
Bring it on.
The early 1990s running Rebels, UNLV.
I did. It's a
The
true
team's
story.
city. The team's city. The Rebels were that was our team. The Rebels were the 1990 UNLV running Rebels, 91 running Rebels
Cover my
was
face.
our team. Angie, do you know a story about to tell?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I'm about to say it.
I'm on my vanity. Let me get my makeup to cover my face. It's a true story. I remember I was
So here's the deal.
I remember I was at a carnival with
No,
Mr. X.
let me finish. Let me finish,
We won't say
please.
his name. I might get like sued for rights, but
Can I? Are you gonna let me finish or no?
Yeah, go ahead.
You want me to go
I
to
was
my
trying
number
to
two?
stall.
Can I finish the story? Or you want me to go to my number two song? Which one?
Okay, go ahead, finish. The story.
Thank you. UNLV versus Duke. All right. NCAA tournament. UNLV versus Duke. The whole city, but we about to get them boys again. We about to do it again. We about to get them boys again. UNLV loses the game. We all saw what happened in the last 10 seconds of that game.
Yeah, the lights went out.
Angie was root for who in that game?
I was rooting for Duke. I was rooting for Duke. It is a true story. Like, if we can call you know who, he will definitely say, oh yeah, she was rooting for Duke. And then the lights went out and the UNLV lost. I'm so sorry.
Why were you rooting for Duke?
I just like the underdogs sometimes. Even though they weren't the underdogs, really. They just being hated. I mean, maybe they were. I can't remember. But I had a parlay.
You were from Vegas and you rooted for Duke.
I had a parlay ticket in, okay, and I just knew for sure Duke was gonna take that win, so I went with Duke. You know, I wanted to win $500 or whatever, how much it was for my parlay, and that was the last game. I had a 10-teamer that night, a 10-teamer. Okay, it was the last game on my ticket.
All right, for people who don't know about parlays in the betting world, a parlay is a 3-way bet. So that's
Yeah, so I had a 10-teamer. All my basketball teams had won. College basketball, mind you. Okay. Right. Except for that one. That was the last game of the night. And I had took Duke. But I liked Duke, actually. Overall, I had liked Duke back then. So I was the only one rooting for Duke. Yeah, I know. I got a lot of hate that night.
No. Let me tell you something. You weren't the only one rooting for Duke. Let me tell you something, man. If you recall, like back in the late 80s, early 90s, you know, Vegas, that was gangster territory, man. So you had a whole lot of Crips from North Las Vegas going for Duke because they wore that blue.
That blue. And you know, I hung out with Donna. So Donna Street a lot.
Not only that, you had so many females. They loved the house on Grand Hill. They were loving on Grand Hill, man. So you had a lot. I mean, you had a lot of people in Vegas going for Duke.
I had a couple Duke shirts. I had a couple Duke shirts. I had like Duke back then. Just like I loved me some Georgetown back then too. You couldn't tell me nothing about no Georgetown back then.
Georgetown, and
Georgetown was the shit in basketball back then, man.
Yeah, I respect that. I respect that. Yeah, so hey,
all right.
I'm glad you got my back on that one. You know what I'm saying? So like,
good for you.
Whatever, hater.
Good for you. Praise the Lord. Good for you. All right, so let's go to my number two song. My number two joint. My number two is actually we've talked about it, but mine's is way more up. Mine's the Boomerang. That's my favorite. I
already said Boomerang.
I know you did. I just said that. I said, do you not hear what the fuck I just said? I just said that it's already been discussed, but mine's higher than yours.
Whatever.
It's Boomerang.
All right, so it's we tie on that one.
You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, you know what I'm saying, you had all the joints. PM Dawn was on that joint. Babyface on that joint. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember the LaFace Mob? The LaFace Mob was on that joint. Featuring Tony Braxton. Tony Braxton made her intro to the world on that joint.
Yeah, Tony Braxton was cut.
You know what I'm saying? And this how the first that motherfucker. This how the first that damn soundtrack was. Grace Jones on that motherfucker crazy ass.
Grace, I forgot to mention her. Right, she was dope in that movie. She was mean.
She was mean as fuck in that movie.
She was so mean in that movie.
Grace Jones was mean as fucking Boomerang.
She was my idol. No, I'm just kidding. I was just kidding.
Smell my panties.
Smell my panties.
Hey, say that again right quick.
What?
I said say that again.
Smell my panties. Whatever.
I'm gonna make. Hey, if I'm doing, I'm gonna make some money for this shit. Good job.
Listen, That was the movie. I told you.
I appreciate that shit. Boomerang was such a iconic movie because it accentuated what was going on back in '92. You know, you had Marcus, the player. You know what I'm saying? And and throughout the whole movie, you're hearing like, you know what I'm saying, nice. And on top of that, you know what I'm saying, you had Martin in it.
Martin.
You know what I'm saying?
Martin.
Holly Berry in that motherfucker.
Holly Berry.
Robin Givens in that bitch. You know what I'm talking about? All, you know what I'm saying? All, and like, you know what I'm saying? It was so 90 centric.
It was very. It was
You
very.
know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
It
And
was.
I think, I can't think of anyone else who could play the role of Marcus like Eddie Murphy did. And Eddie came out of nowhere. Because Eddie Murphy kind of fell off.
Eddie was like...
Eddie Murphy fell off.
Right.
In the late
90s, he was doing his 80s and 90s. He was doing his thing.
Shit, 90s. The last time I heard from Eddie Murphy was goddamn. We did goddamn. Put your mouth on me. Remember that song? Y'all remember? Don't act like you don't know that song. Eddie Murphy, put your mouth on me.
Can I get a radio?
Yeah, I mean, Party Time came out in '85. I'm talking about later on in late 80s or 90s. So
that song. Just like Jamie Foxx, but Jamie Foxx boy could blow. Listen, Infatuation, was that what? Man, listen. Jamie Foxx, he came out with his CD.
Hey, that was a nasty ass scene. Marcus, darling.
Oh yeah.
When he had to fuck Eartha Kitt, that was nasty.
Ew, can you imagine if you would have had to have sex with her though? Just so you could move up in the company? He was a player, yeah. Okay, wait. Before we go on to our number one.
Yeah, that's my number 2 soundtrack. No, I mean back to the soundtrack though. Right. And like Johnny Gill, Can't Let Go. So you had a lot of R&B bangers back in like, and a lot of them were just coming up.
Yeah.
No one knew who the fuck Toni Braxton was.
Facts. Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Johnny Gill, of course. You know what I'm saying? Johnny Gill come off. You know what I'm saying? His Johnny album.
Right.
And he did his thing. So no, that's why I got it. That's why I got it up. And that's why I put, you know what I'm saying, Boomerang to my number 2.
Yeah. So before I say my number 1, since you did like, you were saying like the Best Man was your like honorable mention or whatever, because I had mentioned it or whatever. I feel like I want to pay homage to one of the best movies I feel like was like a great movie in the 90s. Okay. That had an amazing soundtrack and storyline that went with the soundtrack. All right. Okay. We had what's it called? It was about love, puppy love, friendship, all of that. School, you know, after school. The Wood. Yes. See? That's what I'm talking about, like The Wood.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I totally forgot about that.
See?
And no, the real talk. The Wood was an awesome movie and awesome soundtrack.
Listen.
Before you said that shit, I totally forgot about that shit. I love The Wood. I've seen The Wood like 100 times, y'all. Real talk.
It reminds you of everything. It reminds you of your first kiss, your first slow dance, your first crush back in junior high school or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Then it takes you to high school. Then when you start to become older, you know, and then it takes you into like life with your boys and your girls and getting married and marrying your high school sweetheart. You know, all that crazy stuff. But The Wood was
like you did.
Yeah, like I did.
Hey, remember that one scene where they have
I'm totally the Wood story over here. Thanks for that one, Debo. No, I mean, that's all good and fun. No, I did marry my high school sweetheart. I did. A lot. But I had other memories before that. He wasn't my junior high. He was just my high school, like later in high school, you know.
Right, of course he was.
I had other people before him. I had lots of crushes before. I seen lots of people before him.
Of course you did.
I did. I can mention their names.
I'm literally agreeing with. No, I'm not being sarcastic. I'm literally agreeing with you.
Okay, but can we say Tay Diggs had a lot of movie parts back then? It was like Tay Diggs was like in everything back then.
That's what. Yeah, that's when
Omar Epps.
No, Omar is more early 90s.
That's what I'm saying though. But
yeah, he's more early 90s. But no. I mean, brilliant movie. I mean, brilliant movie. Brilliant. I love The Wood. I love The Wood.
I love
that. Didn't sound that sounded real homo. Pause. I don't mean like that. I mean the movie.
The Wood.
I mean the movie.
I love Wood. I'm just kidding. Listen. You know, whatever. Moving on. I mean the Wood soundtrack to me is kind of like the Best Man soundtrack. They both came out in '99. They were both great.
You know what I'm saying? But if you got to put any of those in, if me personally, if I got to put any of those soundtracks in, which soundtrack will I take out? Because this, like I said, at this point, I got the Murderer's Case, Friday, Men's Society, and Boomerang. Which one of those will I be able to take out for the Wood or for the Best Man? Both were
Right.
tired. Both soundtracks were tired as hell.
They were. I don't know, because I like my five, but that's why I said I had to squeeze it in there. That's not even my secret in my pocket. I still got one more for y'all, but y'all like how I brought up the Wood. It was a good
No,
one,
for
right?
sure. No, like I told you, I forgot all about that shit.
Yeah, I love that. I just love that movie. I can watch that over and over again. In fact, yeah, it reminds me of so much. So, anyways, okay, so we moving on to my number one. You already, I already know what your number one is, and you already know what my
all
number
right.
one.
Shut up.
Debate.
Shut up. Let me. Praise Lord. Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Life is like, what
Hey.
the fuck y'all talking about? Praise the Lord over here.
All right, so
I
you're
wear
number
my
two.
cross
All right,
necklace
so your
too,
number two.
listen.
Your number two is the Best Man. My number two is Boomerang. What you got to say
Okay.
about Michael? Michael, we got my bad. Debo, what you got to say about that? Oh, let him pick his beer first.
Why he thinks?
No, I go. I mean, so you said the Wood. You said
Matter of fact, hold
No,
up.
not the Wood. The Best Man or Boomerang.
Right.
I'm going with the Best Man, only because that was like one of my favorite movies. Like, if y'all remember, not off topic, but you remember you had the Wood, the Best Man, and Loving Basketball all going to come like back to back to back. Remember they
Yeah,
all
Love
like, came out
Basketball
with
was
the same.
like 1990. No, 2000. I'm sorry, 2000, I believe, or 2000.
Loving
It
Basketball
wasn't in the 90s.
was around early 2000. Right. My
Yeah.
bad. But
But
I'm gonna
it's
say
okay. It
Loving.
came in right afterwards, though. Love and Basketball is
Yeah.
one of my all-time favorite movies. I love that movie.
Oh, I love me some Loving Basketball.
Man, me too.
I love
I
me some Loving
love it.
Basketball.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I gotta go with Miss Angie on that. I like because like I said, I told you I wasn't no Boomerang fan, so I'm gonna go with Now I can't
Okay.
say now Debo Vibes gonna come out the number one, and that's gonna shut it down, and ain't no dispute what his number
Okay.
one is.
All
Thank
right,
you. Thank
listen.
you.
About
Hey,
Okay,
thank
listen.
you.
That's not fair.
Thank
It's
you.
2 against 1.
Thank you.
So my females in there, I need
Ain't no
y'all to
goddamn two
show
against
up.
no.
I need y'all to show up
No,
for
it's
me
not.
on this
What's
one.
going to happen is this. Once you say your number one, I say my number one. We got people in the chat. We'll people in the
All
chat
right,
just
girls.
hold off.
Miss Angie, it's not two. It's gonna be the world against one.
No, it's not.
When he
Okay, I'm not gonna lie.
when he tell you what his
Listen,
number one is
I'm not gonna
compared to
lie. Your
yours,
guys' number one is good. I like that movie and that soundtrack, but I'm just trying
right?
to tell y'all. Okay, woman power here. All
All right,
right.
Blackbird Molasses is my favorite
absolutely,
movie.
absolutely.
My favorite movie and Brown Sugar.
Ooh,
Okay.
Brown Sugar Girl. Yes. I love
Yeah,
that
loving
movie.
basketball. One of my favorite team. Lena says. Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, I love me. Okay. So my number one,
Let's do it. Come on.
them 4 girls set it off. Set It Off was an amazing movie. Girl power. All right. They went into some raw on banks until you know who stole their money and they got to go get some more money. But that was like a bomb movie. It was about sisterhood. It was about coming. It was about helping the girl, even the one that didn't want to rob the bank. She needed money for her kids. Like just the whole movie and the soundtrack alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember we had like, oh my God, In Vogue, Missy Elliott. Oh God, we've named so many artists tonight. In Vogue, Missy Elliott. Oh my gosh. Wait, hold on. Buster Rhymes. There's just a lot of people on that Set It Off soundtrack. It was actually really good. Not only was it a good soundtrack, but it was also an amazing movie. You can't go wrong with that one.
I gotta say, Missing
And the
You, with
ending was
Brandy and
not.
Tamia and those, that was a good joint right there. I like Missing You.
No, yeah,
Yes.
no, yeah.
Last
Missy
night,
was
I
tight.
kind of, hey,
Missy
I ain't
was
gonna lie,
tight.
one of
Simply
the stronger.
Red. Like, I'm just saying, it was like so many people on that soundtrack. Like,
So let
yes,
me ask
but
you a
like
question.
yes, thank you. Set It Off was this. I mean, it was one of the first movies that came out where it had
Yeah,
awful. It was all about women, about how yes they can get down to. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Sure.
like about Jada. She had her brother's back. You know what I'm saying? Like she is just like it was just
Tell
a
you, all right,
powerful
first of all,
movie.
let me tell you something. What happened? What happened to Jada's brother?
It was messed up.
That will piss anybody the fuck
It
off.
would. It would. I mean, the theme song
Yeah,
to Set It
that shit.
Off
Yeah, yeah.
alone was amazing. But I'm just saying, like, you can't knock it. It was the first movie that came out. It was about women can do it too. You know what I'm saying? Women can go in there and rob some banks. You know? I mean, I don't know why Queen Latifah had to throw all the CDs out the window and put her fingerprints all over the place.
Hey, Cleo wasn't no joke, man.
She
Hey,
was not. I love Mr. Clear. Listen, I had an old best friend. Shout out to my old ex best friend to Letha. Man, that was our
who?
movie.
Who?
Letha. Letha
Right.
Davis. That was our movie. Like we literally thought we were like the Set It Off girls. Like we thought back in the day, oh yeah, we can go rob some banks. Let's go do this. But I mean we
Yeah.
didn't. But I'm
I
saying
guarantee. I
we,
promise you, someone saw the movie thought they could do the same shit.
hey, it made us feel empowered. Listen, women could be gangsters back then too. I'm just saying.
I
You know?
remember Queen Latifah, boy. She screwed that girl in the hood of that car. I was like, damn.
Man, right?
That wasn't no acting either.
Nah. And then when Jada was getting down, woo, with the bank guy, listen, he took her shopping, bought her that dress. He was like, "Oh, I got you, baby. Let somebody take me out and buy me a dress like that."
Hey, y'all remember when Jada fucked that old man?
Oh yeah.
Night Court.
Yeah, from Night Court. That shit was nasty. He was like,
And she had to do what she had to do, though. You know what I'm saying? That's
yeah,
what
she
I'm
did what she had to do to get give her brother the money.
exactly.
Yeah, give her brother the money. The brother was like, no, I don't need the money no more.
Right, and then he died.
And then he got.
I think all these movies are like Disney. They always got to kill somebody, and you know what I'm saying? It's so sad. Get rid of somebody. Man.
All right. So recap. All right. So the main songs that. What are the main? Okay, 3 songs on the Set Off soundtrack that make you think
The
it's
theme song alone, "Missing You,"
okay,
and "Days of Our Lives," Bone Thugs and Harmony, my group. Oh my God!
Oh yeah.
Yes, they
Bone Thugs and
were.
Harmony,
Shit. Yes, they were. Yes, they were.
Yes,
You're right.
they were. Bone Thugs, boy. I still be bumping Bone Thugs today, like it's brand new. Okay, top 3 songs. But they had more than that.
Days of Our Lives was on there. Yeah, Days of Our Lives. Yeah.
Busta Rhymes was on there. I can't remember the song but I remember he was on there. But there was a lot of people on that one.
Okay.
Yeah. So Set It Off.
Set
My
It
number
Off,
one.
It is. Okay.
It is. Set It Off. It is. It is. Okay.
So you guys ready for my number 1? You guys won't believe what it is. You guys ready for it?
Oh God. Lottie Daddy.
Here's the deal. This soundtrack, in my opinion, of course, is number 1, and I think it's number 1. I think it's one of the best. I think it's the best soundtrack in the 1990s. My favorite soundtrack of the 1990s is Above the Rim. So
I mean, it's good.
All right, Above the Rim was artistically, production-wise, appearance-wise, the best soundtrack in the 1990s. SWV, Wu-Tang.
Oh, okay.
All right, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the debuts on there: the Layer Rage, Afro Puffs.
Okay.
Nate Dogg, Warren G, Regulate debut on there.
That's my song. Okay.
Which before Warren G did the G Funk era album.
Right.
It was on Butter Rim first. Pac.
Hold on, yeah.
Wild Little Liquor.
You had
H-Town.
Yeah,
Okay.
Loyal to the Game, right? Where he had Pac and Tretch on the same.
Pac and Tretch on the same joint.
Okay.
Loyal to the Game, like he just said, Loyal to the Game of Pac and Tretch. H-Town with that bitch. Part-Time Lover.
Okay. I'm not just
The Dog Pound there. And the thing about it is that the Butter Rim soundtrack got so many songs where you hear that first beat of any song it is, you like, oh shit, that's the Butter Rim soundtrack. You know where it's coming from.
Yep. And then you got Old Time's Sake.
R.I.P. Yeah, Sweet Sable. Yeah, she passed away earlier. Yeah. Blackberry Molasses, Butter Rim, Wu-Tang, Nate Dogg, Lady Ray, Tupac, Trent. Yeah.
It's cool. Yeah, I know.
Dog Pound too. Yeah.
I'm sticking with Set It Off. I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
No, I'm just no wrong answer.
Was
Like I said,
guys back then in the '90s and they're gangsters and they're running the hood and doing this and doing. When Set It Off came off,
Aaron Hall was that bitch. Aaron Hall was that motherfucker.
Okay.
And then you got hood songs like, you know what I'm saying, Homeboy had a song that called Doggy Style, which is hilarious to me, but you know what I'm saying.
Hoochies Need Love Too.
Hoochies Need Love Too.
That's not...
You know what I'm saying? Blown Away.
Okay. But I could have sworn when we started, you
So
said...
here's my question. So my question to everybody in the question line in the chat, I'm gonna ask everybody this question. Your number one song, your number one sound, like I said, it's not a wrong answer. There's no wrong answer.
That's not.
It's just simply a question. Your number one soundtrack of all time in the 1990s set off. My number one soundtrack of all time in the 1990s is Above the Rim. Which soundtrack you sit down and listen to that same joint over? Well, not all fucking day long and shit. Which one would you do? I'm asking you. Which one will you sit down and listen to? Like I'll say like 2 straight times, just back to back.
I could do both. I could do both. I wasn't saying that Above the Rim soundtrack wasn't like good. I know it was good. I know it was up there. But you know, I gotta bring mine. I just feel like Set It Off is right up there too. You know, and it was an amazing movie. Like, come on now, listen. I'm just saying.
You gotta separate the movie from
soundtrack to movie.
Right.
I'm just saying. And I just feel like it was just as good. You know, I just gotta represent my women. That's all.
What song on say? Again, there's no debate. What song on Set It Off represents the movie?
I told you.
Which one?
I told you my 3.
No, I said what song represents that movie?
Pretty much the theme song in itself. The Set It Off theme song in itself, just when it starts. The theme song of itself sets the movie.
Sail to the left, y'all. Sail to the right, y'all. That one.
If I remember the words, I gotta listen to words. Sing it to me. Sing it for me.
I ain't singing shit. That's your number one, motherfucker. That's your number one shit. You gonna ask me to sing it? Okay, Lena said hey, Lena said the Way to Excel soundtrack.
Okay,
that was
yes,
a banger.
I was gonna get to that, girl. I'm gonna get to the rom-coms with these guys. Since these 2 guys I'm about to get some rom-coms in a minute. I just need a minute to talk about some rom-coms back then, because there were some bangers.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the deal. Let's review. What's your top 5 again?
I had New Jack City.
Okay.
Right. I had Boomerang.
Okay.
I had Boys in the Hood.
All right.
Set It Off. Right. I forgot because we talked about so much. Forgot what I started. Menace Society.
My top 5.
Menace Society. There we go. Menace Society.
Let's try this again. What's your top 5 again?
Oh my gosh. Menace Society. That
was your number 3.
Okay, so I started off with Boomerang was number 4.
What's your number 5?
Dang. I forgot already.
Well, so much for that segment, because I want to sit here and ask people.
City. Wait, New Jack City was 5, right? Did I say New Jack City? Like, did I say New Jack City was my 5th one?
I don't know.
New Jack City, Best Man, Boomerang, Menace Society, Set It Off. Because then I had Through the Wood in there. That's what threw me off, right?
I guess.
I
got my list right here in front of me, so I don't know the fuck you. I mean, I got mine right here.
Sorry if I was trying to do a lot, you know.
My number 5 is my number 5 is.
I'm got a big head like you. I can't store that much memory up in.
Which head?
Your head, big.
Which one?
I don't know about the other head. Why are you asking me about that? Nasty.
You don't know. That's right.
Nasty.
Your number 5 was Boys in the Hood. Lena helping you out. Lena's helping you out. Your number 5 was Boys in the Hood.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. You know.
The fuck?
You know, I'll be saying
go get the
stuff.
bag, yo. All right,
thank you, girl. Thank you.
So all right, so my top 5 is number 5.
That's how you know I'm not cheating. Okay.
Number 5, Murder Was the Case. Number 4, Friday. Number 3, Menace Society. Number 2, Boomerang. Number 1, Above the Rim. That's my top 5. So is this why I want to know from the chat? If y'all,
he's just sore because he's lost twice to me, guys. He's just sore.
You talking about old shit?
Thank you, Queen.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Lena. Yeah. So in the chat, you've heard hers. You've heard mine. If you think Angie has the best list, do a 1. If you think I got the best list, do a 2. That's how we sell that.
Okay. So while they voting, I'm gonna pull my secret out my pocket for y'all. Okay. Now y'all thought I brought the wood.
Oh, hold on. Say what, bro?
You got one too? You want to go first, Life?
Yeah, I mean, it's an honorable mention. I'm surprised y'all never even like thought about it. I just thought about this shit like 10 minutes ago.
Okay.
It was pretty big, mid 90s. The show.
The show.
Remember the
Yeah.
show?
Oh, that's that. Okay. I got. Okay.
The
Okay.
show.
The show. What?
Can you give me a little recap?
The
It
show.
had
Russell Simmons.
every artist on there you could think of. It was a
Literally.
documentary called The Show.
Oh, okay, okay.
Russell, yeah, Russell Simmons. Yeah, 95.
I
Russell Simmons.
remember.
The
Okay,
show.
I remember now. I remember now. Okay, okay, got it. All right. Okay, yeah.
See. That. Yeah. I mean. Yeah.
But
I
did he
want.
have? Was it a soundtrack or it was just a show about making
No,
music?
the show is a documentary about how hip hop is. It was a
Gotcha.
documentary written and produced everything. It was a Russell Simmons project,
Okay.
and Russell Simmons did everything.
Right.
All right,
Gotcha.
it's a documentary. All right,
Okay.
see, apparently you got to vote. With bullshit. It's all to the G though. I ain't tripping. You got to vote.
Okay.
All right, so once again, if y'all think, what's your list again, Angie?
Huh? What? Am I pulling out my secret? They're voting. Listen, 1 for me, 2 for Mitch. I mean Debo.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, I got one. Like,
Your homegirl Lena voted for me. Thank you, Lena. Your homegirl Lena voted for me.
Whatever.
What's your top five
I'm
again?
feeling bad for you.
What's your top? Okay.
I'm just playing.
What's your top five?
It was Boys in the Hood, Best Man, Boomerang, Friday, Set It Off.
Okay. My top five soundtracks in the 90s. Murder Was the Case, Friday, Men's Society, Boomerang, and About the Rim.
I thought I said Menace Society. Oh no, you said. I thought we both had Menace Society, so maybe I missed one.
Oh, hey, hold up. We got revote. Hey, she meant number 2. So 2 for me, none for you.
Whatever.
Thank you, Black, very much. Hey, thank you, Black, very much.
Whatever. They're all your followers, anyways.
They got shit to do with shit. They can just agree with.
I'm just kidding.
They're being subjective.
I'm just kidding. You can have this one. Listen, okay? You can have this one. I beat you twice already in the past. I'm not tripping. I'm not feeling salty about this one.
They ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Okay? You can have this one. You know, if we were playing video games, I would drop the controller for you so you can get a win in. You know, on some Madden
What's your secret? What's your secret?
Okay, here we go. Ready? Y'all gonna like this one. Y'all thought y'all liked the wood. Y'all gonna like this one.
All right.
Drum roll. Booty Call. Remember the movie Booty Call? Listen, don't wait. Hold on. Let me tell you. It had SWV. It had Joe. It had R. Kelly. I had to write all the artists down because I listened to it today. It had Silk. It had Jerry Levert. It had E40. It had Too Short. It had Blackstreet on there. I had Chris One. It had so many artists.
Yeah, bud. You heard that shit?
I'm thinking it's gonna be something like magical.
I thought it was gonna be something. Let's bring it back up.
It was a comedy. We
Let's
didn't
bring
talk
it back
about
on and shit.
comedies.
Okay, all right, okay.
Listen, you're trying to say that y'all didn't like Booty Call back in the day? The movie Booty Call? It wasn't funny? Y'all didn't watch it?
What? Yeah, I watched it one time.
Oh my god!
Okay, so explain the soundtrack to me again.
It had all the hits on there from Joe or Kelly. Okay, I didn't write all the songs down, but I listened to it today. I forgot about all of them on there. You know, Johnny Gill, Silk, Gerald Levert, Too Short, E40, Chris One. Go back and listen to the soundtrack.
You got motherfuckers laughing at you right now.
Whatever. Don't sleep on it. Y'all go back and listen to it. Okay, y'all go back and listen to it. You think Soul Plant? I don't remember. Oh, maybe because Snoop Dogg was on there, but whatever. I don't care. I'm sticking to it, and y'all can just whatever.
You remember last week when Michael made that comment about Baby Got Back?
Shut up.
That's your moment right now.
Okay, whatever. All right, sorry. I probably disappointed my girl Faith right now when I said booty call.
Yeah, Faye, man, she's out. Yeah, Black Lives said no, thank you.
Whatever. So
You
it's like when people,
seriously? Hey, you
it's like people
seriously?
who was watching
Hey, just
back
like
in the
Michael just said,
day.
he literally thought we thought you were gonna build something like dramatic and some magical shit we forgot about.
Well, I was gonna talk about
You
rom
said booty call.
coms. I'm just saying. Like
Hey,
what?
hey,
Like how Stella got her groove back?
I applaud you for the effort, though.
Whatever. It's a good. Listen, there was a lot of people on that soundtrack. So, okay. Okay, let's talk about rom coms. There was a lot of great soundtrack movies back then, right? That we didn't put in our top 5. You had How Stella Got Her Groove Back. You had Soul Food. You had Love Jones. You had
All right. We discussed soul food. Me and Michael discussed soul
when?
food. What the shit? Early today, I was talking to that nigga. What, I can't talk to my brother?
It was during the pre-production meeting.
Yeah.
Oh, when the pre-production meeting got okay.
Yeah, pre-production meeting.
Right.
Shit. But like it didn't make the cut because like if you take away Mama's song from Boys and Men on that shit, what do you have?
Facts.
No, you got
I
you
mean,
got
there's
Milestone.
still some good songs on
Well,
there.
I mean, you got
Drew Hill.
You said Milestone.
Oh, snap!
You said
forgot,
Milestone, nigga.
Hey, Outkast was on that joint. You know what I'm saying?
They were. Cass was on that joint. Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
And then you got House Party. House Party was good. There was a lot of joints on House Party, too.
Yep.
You know, on House Party.
I forgot the Soul Food. LaFace produced that shit. So that was a dope little sound.
Right. Yeah, it was. Yeah, for sure.
Anyway.
Well, okay, that was pretty funny. You like jokes, and I don't take shit by heart. Listen.
All right. What rom-com soundtracks you got?
She don't know where I'm from. All right.
Where soundtracks you got?
No, I was just trying to think of all the movies that came out with soundtracks that
another one that
was good.
Right. Another one that Michael brought up was the Don't Be a Menace to South Central soundtrack.
Yeah.
That soundtrack was legit.
Yeah, the movie was corny, but it was all right.
I can watch that
The
movie.
Wayne brothers.
I can watch that movie all day. Me and Michael literally watched that shit all day one time.
I mean, I could watch Thin Line Between Love and Hate too.
That was an awesome soundtrack.
Okay, listen.
You know what? Hold up.
Yeah,
it was a good soundtrack.
Chocolate City on that bitch. Thin Line Between Love and Hate with H. That was an amazing. You know what? Before you said what you just said, I have not thought about a Thin Line Between Love and Hate soundtrack in years.
I love that
Actually,
movie. I watch
decades,
it all
to
the
be
time.
honest with you. Decades.
Yeah. I watch it all the time. I love that movie. It's got amazing music to it. So.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I totally forgotten about that one.
Mm-hmm. She was crazy. She was crazy about that movie.
She was crazy as fuck.
She was so crazy. Have you ever had somebody crazy?
Hey, Lynn Winfield, she played a hell of that role.
Yeah.
She played the fuck out of that role.
She did great. And there are crazy people out there. Have you ever had a crazy ex like that?
Yes.
So what?
You want me to tell you a story?
Okay, go ahead. Until your brother comes back. What happened?
Yeah, my brother. He.
Did she try to kill you too?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we just can't see you.
We just can't see you.
All right.
I think we all had a crazy ex.
So let me tell you my crazy ex story right quick, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay.
So this is when I lived down in Houston, Texas. Shout out to Houston, Texas, man, the most beautiful city. I love H-Town. I love Houston, Texas, man. So I started dating a coworker, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we did the do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is like in the 2000s. So we're talking about 25 years ago. Right? Ain't no cell phones and none of that shit. I have a cell phone, you know what I'm saying? So
right, nobody got a cell phone.
It is what it is. So 2 days later, I was at my homeboy's house, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Do my thing, chill with homies, all kind of shit. I said, I gotta go. So about 11:30 at night, I go to the crib. I walk up to the crib, and my crib was one of the cribs that you got the outside balcony and shit like that, and everything was, you know what I'm saying? So I walk up the stairs, and in front of my door, I see like a clear plastic cup with a cherry and a pineapple in it. Mm-hmm. Now my next door neighbor, you know what I'm saying, it was one female. She she got a drink on all the time. She drunk all the damn time and shit. Right. So I thought it was hers and shit. I was like, this girl fucked up, whatever. I'm on the second floor. Okay, I'm on the second floor. All right, this nigga seen the shit. He know it was at West Ridge Apartments. Remember that shit? Yeah. Okay. Not the first one. The second apartment. Not
right,
yeah. Okay. All right.
Right,
Yeah. Okay. So I'm like, damn. Okay. Whatever. Let me put the cup to the side. Unlock my door. I walk in. Close the door. Turn the light on. I look over and I see this chick all pass the fuck out on my floor.
What? Like she just got in your house?
I'm like, what the fuck?
Wow.
She climbed up a pole to the second floor of my crib.
What?
Broke into it. Open it up. It was one of those sliding door type of shits. And I had the little security, the little arm on it.
Hey,
so you can't get into it. So she Spider-Man her joint up there. Somehow was able to Jimmy open the lock, got in there and passed the fuck down, wait for me to get home.
Wow. So what happened? Like
I said, what the fuck? She's like, oh hey baby.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so that's my, and then of course, I had to,
wow,
had to dismiss her type of stuff, and she was, well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to break into your house.
That's crazy.
We've all had crazy exes and shit, but it's, it is what it is.
Who got time to do that? Life, you had a crazy one?
Clearly she did.
Life, you had one?
No, my female's been pretty level-headed. I ain't got no stories like that, so no.
I've had a lot of crazy ones.
No.
One recently, but remember the one I told you? Listen, I had just had surgery. This is a long story short. I just met this dude. We went on one date, and I had just had surgery, so I wasn't talking to nobody for a couple days, And I had to do this F1 event in Vegas, so I had to put all this stuff together. So I had my homegirl Faith come over to help me, work on some product to get this stuff out to F1. So he blowing on my phone. So I said, I picked up the phone. I said, hello. Because, like I said, I was down for the count. And he said, you don't pick up my phone. You don't pick up the phone on the third ring or the second ring. You pick up that phone when you see my motherfucking name come across it. I was like, what?
Respect. I like that. Respect. I like that.
Oh, what? We got on one date.
So you would done that shit? So you would done that shit? Is that how you roll?
No,
okay.
no.
Exactly.
No. I thought he was joking. Like, I was like, what? And Faith is like, what the fuck? And I was like, I thought he was joking. So I was like, you kidding, right? He was like, no, you pick up my name. You pick up the phone when you see my name come across the phone. And then he started cussing me. And you don't be cussing nobody unless you're ready to step outside. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so Faith was like, oh, no, give me that phone. Like, let me see that phone. Because by that time, he was like, cuz this, cuz that. And I'm just like, you really mad? I go, dang, I didn't even know he was like, well, we about to break up. And I was like, well, I never even knew we went together.
Damn, you was dating.
I didn't even know we were going together. Listen, it's like one date. We already linked up. Like, I was like, God dang. I was like, all right. Faith handled it for me.
So question, did y'all smash on the first date?
No, but he did drop $5. I mean, he dropped $5 on our first dinner. But no, we didn't even kiss really. Like, he was a gentleman.
So
Took me
hold on.
home.
So y'all didn't do nothing. He was tripping like that.
Yes,
y'all knew nothing.
We didn't do nothing.
So
swear to God.
So you knew he was tripping like that, but you didn't put nothing on him. He was just tripping like that. Okay.
But you know what? That ain't my first crazy one like that. I don't know. He was just tripping. Listen, Faith was still on. She'd tell you. What's
his name?
His name was Day.
I forgot his name. I honestly. Roster be long, yo. No, I forgot his name though. For real, I can't remember what his name was. It was crazy though. It was crazy. It's a true story though. True story.
That's
crazy, right? It's crazy.
Yeah, fucking shit, crazy shit.
Yeah. Vegas is small though. Vegas is small. I shouldn't mention no names anyways.
What's happening in Vegas?
Yeah, it happened in Vegas. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it happened in Vegas.
What high school you go to?
I don't remember.
You messing with a Clark. That's a Clark move right there.
I just remember if Faith was still on, she better tell. I just remember that he had a bunch of family that was in like I want to say Rolling 60s or White Street back then or something. I don't remember one of them gangs back then.
Oh, so
But he
you dating some
wasn't.
dude. You
He
dating
was.
some from Gerson Park, huh?
Listen, I didn't know. No, he was like his whole family was from there though. Because I remember he called Faith out and was like, "Well, you don't know nobody." And Faith was like, "I know this person, this person, this person." And he got scared and hung up the phone. And I never heard from him again. He blocked me and everything. So it was crazy.
Oh, it's wild,
Yeah.
yo.
That's wild.
Vegas is, I know, it's wild.
Crazy Vegas. And like I said before we go, man, motherfuckers don't realize how fucking small Vegas was back in the day.
Vegas is so small. It is so small that I met a guy coming from Arizona to Vegas, try to holler at me. We were on the plane and he knew not my ex-husband, but one of my ex-boyfriends. That's how small Vegas is.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't talk to him. He asked me for my digits. I was like, nah, I can't.
That's what's up, man. Hey, yo, I'm about to bounce off. Life gotta
Yeah,
get
it's
off
time
this,
to go.
Yeah, you know, I
that's
gotta,
what's
you
up.
know, hold it down, do some things, you know what I mean? But I look forward to that. So, Miss Ange, you gonna be up next week, or what's
Yeah,
your
we
itinerary
finally
look
gonna
like?
talk about Vegas and let these peeps know.
All right, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. I mean, y'all can do y'all thing. I gotta head out. You know.
No, we all gotta go. But I'm ready. I'm down. Like, I think the people want to know.
Yeah. We probably do
Right?
Vegas next week. You know what I'm saying? It'll be just a strictly number of Vegas
Vegas
chat, so we get
school, growing up,
all
what
the
we used to do
people.
back in the day as kids.
Yeah, all that good stuff. We're gonna take
Who
it
we used to
down
date, our first
to
kisses.
I'm with it.
well, Debo advised, so I can't mention no names. He's
You
gonna
no
cuss me
no
out.
no no.
No,
That's
everything's
not.
on the
Hey,
table.
no, hell, no, no,
He
no,
mentioned my high
no,
school sweetheart tonight.
no.
Listen.
Like I said, hey, y'all clearly said y'all can say y'all said yeah. Go ahead and say her name. So next we'll say her
I
name,
mention names. I
and
ain't scared.
we'll take it
Listen,
from
I
there.
got.
Shit,
I ain't scared.
I'll be
I'm
more than happy to
nice and
mention my first
clear.
love. Shit, I can do that.
Who?
I'll be
My
more
first
happy to mention my
crush.
first love.
Oh, I can mention my first love.
All right.
I
So
got names. I remember everybody's names. My first
I'll give
kiss,
y'all a
my
name. I'll
first
give
slow
y'all a name.
dance.
All
My
right, give
first
us a
slow
name.
dance.
Give us a name.
My
All
first
right.
slow dance was to is
I
this
ain't
the
talking.
answer
No,
on
hold up.
vacation.
God damn, I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to him. Go ahead. What's your first name?
Yeah,
Go
my
ahead,
first
life.
crush. You know my first crush. DJ from Full House. You know what I'm saying? That's my first crush right there. You know,
That was your first crush?
I put that on dogs. You know what I'm saying? DJ from Full House. You know
That's
what I mean?
cute. She was
Yeah,
cute. She
that's
had
my
them
first
big
crush right
lips.
there. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
man. That's my first crush right there. You know what I'm saying? All
That's
day, every
okay.
day on dogs.
Mine goes back to like elementary school, junior
How
high
about
school.
that?
You know.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
That's what's up. That's
That's
what's
what's
up.
up. I like that. That's cute.
That's a cool. Yeah.
That's a great
Hey,
way.
so everybody in chat, if y'all can, hey, for one, first and foremost, thank you so much for coming by this episode. And
Mm-hmm.
I love doing shows. My brother, my friend, man. We talking about, so we talking about Vegas that much, but we talking about the '90s, where that's where all started for us. As far as like, being like, 14, 15 years old and up and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Going down memory lane's a motherfucker. I love doing this shit.
Yeah, I
I
can't wait.
love it, but I'm
Because
doing
we
mother.
came from different sides of Vegas, though. I
Right.
came from the east side. Well, no, not
Yeah,
even
we
the
from
east
the
side. I
we
came
from
from
the
the
east
old
side.
north. They called
Right.
the old north,
Right.
where I came from.
So
Y'all came from the east side.
for sure. For sure. You know what I'm saying? So when we talk about the '90s and stuff, it's primarily Vegas based. So we is trying to
Okay.
project our lives of how growing up in Vegas was, Las Vegas, Nevada. This city, not the fucking strip, not no goddamn downtown. The actual city of Las Vegas.
That
Projected,
we lived in
yeah, man.
houses,
We live in the houses.
not
And yes,
hotels.
believe it or not, Vegas has high schools, and no, there were no slot machines in the high schools. So
Wish there was. Dang, I probably could have
yeah, this
gambled
shit.
been.
Hey,
You
but
know
we
what I'm
was getting
saying?
we playing that Tonk though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, talk
Oh,
with shit.
Tonk.
Yeah, talk. Yeah,
Yes,
talk all
Tonk.
day. Hey,
All
hey,
day.
talk side bets, all that shit. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Side bets, all that. So yeah, we know how to gamble, all that good stuff. But
Yeah,
thank y'all for
Tonk was the
coming by,
shit.
all that stuff, and we'll do it again next week.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a wrap, y'all. So everybody,
Thanks for
thank you,
having me on y'all
and
show.
please don't forget to like, man. But that's a nice cigar you got, bro. What is that?
It's a Perdermo 10th anniversary Maduro.
I
That
think we should
favorite.
all show with the old OG drink for next week's show, like some Goldslagers, some Alizé,
I was bringing.
some
I bring a four.
Everclear. No, I was kidding. Some
I was
40s.
bringing 40 ounce.
Bring a
How
40
about
ounce.
that? Next week we're bringing 40. I was bringing 40
I'll bring
ounce.
something. I'll
I ain't
bring
do no goddamn
some.
St. Ives though. Fuck that.
What you gonna bring, Life?
Oh shit! I'm bringing OE. Shit, fuck it.
I'll bring some Alizé probably if I can find it out here.
Hey, you
in
gonna
Georgia.
drink it?
Oh,
Right
I'm
down.
gonna
Hey, let
do
me
a
tell you.
little
Right
shot.
down the street. Hey,
If
let
I'm
me tell you
gonna be in
something.
the
Right
presence
down
of
the
my
street, they sell
bedroom,
Mad Dog 2020. What's
I'll
up?
do Mad Dog 2020. Listen, if I'm gonna be in the presence of my bedroom, I'm just gonna go to bed right afterwards. So that's be cool.
All right.
When I was
Okay.
in Phoenix, I used to
I'm
drink that shit.
drinking a 40 ounce. You drinking Mad Dog
Listen,
2020.
if I can find it
Is
in
it cool?
Georgia, I'll get it.
No, I'm literally telling you.
I'll get
They
some
sell it right
Boone's
down the
Farm.
street.
I'll go get some Boone's Farm.
Get some Boone's Farm. That's what's up. Yeah. You get your Boone's Farm. I get my 40 ounce, and then we'll chop it up with the
All
people.
right.
The peoples.
And we talk about Vegas. And I
We'll
love
talk
to
about
talk about
Vegas.
some of my peeps from back in the day. Donna Street in the house.
Down Street Crips in the house. Okay.
Donna Street Crips.
OE. OE. For sure.
That
Hey,
NTG. No,
everybody,
that NTG was...
please subscribe to the channel, like it.
Yes.
Miss Angie, she is gonna be doing her podcast soon. You know what I'm saying? Savagely Uncut. Matter of fact, I ain't saying shit. You say it. Go ahead.
Savagely Uncut. It's coming soon. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a little bit of everything, and everything's on the table. It's gonna be amazing. That's why it's called Uncut. Nothing's gonna be edited. We're gonna talk from back in the day growing up. We're gonna talk about dating. We're gonna talk about platforms to help people. It's just gonna be a little bit of everything. So y'all stay tuned for that. I'm excited for that.
And y'all can also check out me and Miss Angie. And shout out to you, Angie. Thank you so much. She took me out to Father's Day dinner. We was going to go to a Korean place. We couldn't do it because they're about to close.
I'm Korean.
So we decided to go to fucking Korean and shit.
I am Korean.
Yeah,
that's why you wanted to go to a Korean restaurant.
Full blown. That's not where the fuck I wanted to go. See, no, I wanted because I've never been there before. I want to do a video.
All right,
so
come me die.
May I?
Go ahead.
All right, yeah. So they were closed, but we went ahead and went to this Mexican canteen called Los Trojas. It was like 100 degrees in that bitch. It's all to the G. It was hot as fucking there.
I sweated like a $3 hoe.
But all of a sudden the air came on. Finally, they turned the air on right before we left and shit. So, but anyway,
they were waiting for us to leave.
Awesome. Oh, I gotta say this shit. Anybody going out on a first date?
Life. It was crazy.
If it's not happening, don't make it happen. Just leave.
Just leave.
Me. Okay. So the real. Just to take 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
We were sitting in the bar section where basically like a table, like it's like a community table. Everybody sits there. Right across from us, there was a dude and a chick. They were clearly on a first date, and this date was going all kinds of sideways. It was awkward as fuck.
Yeah, it was bad.
They were just they were bumping heads like opposite magnets. Yo, it was like and me and Angela, we was watching motherfuckers there, like, and she was.
I didn't pay attention at first. Devo had to like text me on the table real quick. He was like, "Look at your messages."
Yeah, and dude was, and she's like, "Where you from anyway?" I'm from Augusta. Nah, I can't do no dude from Augusta. Y'all some bullshit. No, why would you say that?
So stank.
She was stank as fuck.
She
was nasty.
You would have been like, you probably would have said something because I was, and then she was so mad. When she threw her, like when the check came, she was like, "You got this." Like
I think the best part of both their nights when I told them, look, I'm a content creator, can I record y'all food? Yeah. And she was like, well, you better hurry up because I'm about to eat it.
Yeah, she's like, you better hurry up. And then she was so mad that she left her purse. She got up and just kind of like threw her napkin on the table.
Stormed out, bro.
And then stormed out and had to turn around and come back because she got her purse.
She left her purse there. It was awkward. It's just happened in front of us. So all right, I say all that, say this. If y'all can, go to my YouTube channel, Debo Vibes, or Instagram, The Real Debo Vibes, and look at the video that me and Angie did, Debo Vibes on YouTube, and it's a short. It got
a lot of views.
It got a lot, yeah. Right now we're like over 2,000. And just imagine the whole time when there's a video, there's a couple in front of us beefing. So you can take for what it is, man. It was awkward as fuck. It was crazy. It was awkward as fuck.
It was so awkward.
But I want to say publicly thank you for taking me out for Father's Day.
As I'm giving my phone number out to the bartender. Yeah,
for sure. Hey, y'all. Hey, He gotta go. Everybody gotta go.
Bye,
I thank everybody for
guys.
coming by. Please come by the same time on Tuesday, 7:15. And we'll do it again. Talk some nice talk. And like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Look out for Miss Angie, her stuff. And let's get it. Thank y'all so much for coming by. And let us talk about the old school stuff and just talk about Vegas next week.
Just Vegas.
Vegas love all
Hey.
day. And that's what you got. You got anything, man? You gonna say there what?
No,
Look, the
man, we
sun's
good,
shining
y'all.
on
Like,
you.
we good. We good. We no, it's this bright ass light. Got a little light right there, so I'm
Oh, I thought
good.
the
You know what
sun
I'm saying?
came out. Sun
Yeah, it's
came
that
out.
divine, the divine sunlight on me. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. That's what's up. I appreciate everybody. Y'all come by next week. We'll do it again, y'all.
Yeah.
All right.